I was only 9 years old. I loved Shrek so much. I had all the merchandise and movies. I prayed to Shrek every night before bed, thanking him for the life I've been given. Shrek is love, I say. Shrek is life. My dad hears me and calls me a faggot. I knew he was just jealous of my devotion for Shrek. I called him a cunt. He slaps me and sends me to go to sleep. I'm crying now, and my face hurts. I lay in bed, and it's really cold. A warmth is moving towards me. I feel something touch me. It's Shrek. I am so happy. He whispers in the ear, "This is my swamp." He grabs me with his powerful ogre hands and puts me on my hands and knees. I'm ready. I spread my ass cheeks for Shrek. He penetrates my butthole. It hurts so much, but I do it for Shrek. I can feel my butt tearing as my eyes start to water. I push against his force. I want to please Shrek. He roars a mighty roar as he fills my butt with his love. My dad walks in. Shrek looks him straight in the eye and says, "It's all over now." Shrek leaves through my window. Shrek is love. Shrek is life. What the fuck? Working at McDonald's. Customer asks for a Big Mac. Says to hold the onions. Put onions in it anyway. Spit in it for disrespecting Shrek. Customer sees me spit in his burger. Complains to manager. Get fired on the spot. Go home. Pray to Shrek. Tell him what happened at work. Hear a whisper. Don't worry. Your problems will be over soon. Wake up next day. Turn on the news. Story on a double homicide. My ex-manager and the customer were the victims. Anchorman says both were beaten to death with an onion. Hear another faint whisper. They should have checked themselves before they Shrek'd themselves. Be me. About to enjoy a night watching Shrek 2, 2004. Got my popcorn. Sitting in my chair with a blanket. The dear man starts speaking loudly in the voice of my deceased mother outside, trying to lure me outside. I just wanted to relax. Sitting on living room couch, Snapchatting Grill, watching Shrek at the same time. Snap her a pic of the TV with Shrek on it. She stops replying. Am I clinically retarded? I messed up. Let's start a thread of embarrassing moments in high school. I'll start. Be me. Just finished 8th grade as a loser, and people remember me as a beta fag. Realize that this year in 9th grade I can make a stance. Show up in not-so-fashionable attire. That's okay, that JPEG. Our first assignment. Make slides about who we are. Think about how I can make myself look cool. Make slides about how much I love Shrek. Bullied rest of the school year. My face when my love of Shrek is what has ruined my life. Be me. Sitting in English class. Watching Shrek with subtitles on. Getting aroused. My English teacher tells us we have a pop quiz. I smile. I look at quiz and recognize 0 questions. I raise my hand and tell him that Shrek will not approve of his ways. He laughs at me and calls me his bitch. I put my head down on my desk and try to cover my tears. I begin to pray to Shrek for help. The whole room laughs as they hear me talking to Shrek. They tell me Shrek isn't real. My tears escalate. A miasma of onion enters the room. The song All-Star plays from a distance. A deep screech is heard. Shrek busts through the wall, riding a dragon. He decapitates 3 students with this thigh-sized penis. He looks at my other classmates. This is the part where you run away. Some students try to escape. He whips onions at them, and they penetrate through their bodies. My teacher cowers at the power of Shrek. Shrek takes a spoon, scoops out my teacher's eyeballs, and eats them. He replaces them with 2 onions. Now, you see, mate. Now, you don't. He flips my teacher over with his meaty fist. My teacher screams at the top of his lungs as Shrek enters them. Take this as a token of my gratitude, Shrek says as he fulfills him. He pulls out and releases gallons of onion love into the wall. Shrek throws my teacher at the wall. He proceeds to take the entrails of my now deceased teacher and spread them on his toast. The protein restores his energy as he turns to me. I am ready. I kneel on the deceased classmates and beg for him to use me. Shrek towers over me, his onion-scented cock right in front of my eyes. He shoves it into my mouth, breaking my jaw and tearing my lips apart. It hurts, but I do it for Shrek. He flips me over, his cock now lubed with my blood. He plunges himself so far in me that I bleed from my ears. Shrek fills my innards with his love. Shrek hops in his onion carriage and takes off. I lay atop the dead body smiling. Shrek is love, I say. Shrek is life. The things I read for you people concern me. B14. Bring Shrek 1 and 2 to class. Tell teacher we must watch Shrek. Teacher makes class vote for which movie to watch. Shrek 2 has majority vote. Feels good man.jpg. Then Francis pulls out Despicable Me and hands it to the teacher. Everyone in class votes for it and laughs at me. Teacher throws my Shreks back at me and puts Despicable Me in movie player. As the disc loads, I hear loud footsteps from outside. The rumbling shakes the desks and chairs. The smell of onions filled the room. Suddenly, naked Shrek bursts through the walls and looks at DVD menu of Despicable Me in anger. Ogre, M.A. Dead body. Shrek throws 2 onionades at the TV and kills the teacher and a deaf girl. Dolby Kyle. Shrek punches through a kid's chest, pulls out his heart, and replaces it with an onionade. Kid explodes. Triple Kyle. Shrek grabs Francis as he tries to escape and bends him over. He pulls out Francis's intestines through his butthole and ties an onion to it. Shrek then tosses the onion out the window, and Francis is dragged out with it. Francis falls 8 stories to his death. Ogre kill! Shrek turns around to the rest of the class. He quietly whispers, "There is no part where you run away." Entire class jumps out of windows to their death. Shrek's extermination. Shrek turns to me. He looks me in the eye and smiles. But you weren't expecting that. Is it ogre? I ask. It's ogre when I say it's ogre. I fall to my knees at his majesty. I was ready to please Shrek. He pulls out his massive, ogre-sized, Shrek cock and lodges it in my throat. My eyes filled with tears. My face when they were happy tears. Shrek let out a loud ogre roar as he filled my esophagus with sour cum and onion sauce. He pulled his cock out of my mouth, but as I wiped away my tears, I noticed he was already gone. Shrek is love. Shrek is life. Discuss. Beamy, 16 years old at the time, on relationship with 8 out of 10, named Marianne. Things were getting well. Problem is, I have to hide my devotion to Shrek. Why? She hates Shrek. Prom night. We arrive. EJ finds a song. Settles to put on shuffle instead. All-star cues. Autism kicks in. I begin singing along with the song. Girlfriend realizes what I'm really into. Storms off. My face red. Present day. Family movie night. Mom selects Shrek. Opening scene. Cues. All-star. I begin singing. Flashbacks.jpg. Begin crying. What's wrong, Anon? Mom asks. It's more than a feeling, more than a feeling. When I hear that old song they used to play, more than a feeling, I begin dreaming, more than a feeling, till I see Marianne walk away. I'd really love to name what this song is, but I have never heard this before in my life. I think it's about time someone charged a defibrillator and struck this meme back to life. Be me, watching Despacito 69 in my living room. Shrek bursts in through the wall. It's all ogre now, he uttered with confidence. I put out my double-barrel shotgun hidden in my left pocket. I've come prepared, you green bastard, I said. I pulled the trigger and shoot Shrek. It didn't even scratch him. You thought you could defeat me? He said. No man born of a woman shall ever have power upon thee. Oh shit.wav. I take out an RPG, hidden in my right pocket. I shoot the ogre lord, and he is literally blown away. This doesn't kill him, but it gave me enough time to make an escape. I went to the garage, entered my car, and realized that I left the keys in the living room. The Ogre Lord approached my vehicle. He takes out my keys and swallows them. "Shrek, I'm sorry," I yelled. "Turn thee anon. Look upon thy death." The Ogre Lord grabs my car with me inside and crushes it into a solid cube with his bare hands. He kicks the solid cube into space to the nearest black hole. Gets sucked by black hole. Due to a glitch in space-time, I get reborn as an omnipotent being. My face win. Do you have any good Kazaa stories? Be me, 12 years old. Don't know how to spot suspicious files. Shrek2.avi.exe, 14 kilobytes. Seems legit. Can no longer boot computer. Repairman comes over. My whole family is in the room when my downloaded scat porn folder is discovered.